When it comes to makeup, eyeshadow application is usually the hardest part for most beginners because they do not know where to start from. They don't know how to prep their eyelids before eyeshadow application. They don't know how to blend their eyeshadows properly. So here is a very detailed guide on how to apply eyeshadows for beginners. And at the end of this video, beginners will be able to apply eyeshadows properly and learn some blending techniques. If you are not yet a subscriber on this channel, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share with your friends, and leave down your questions and comments. So now, let's begin. So first thing you want to do as a beginner before applying any eyeshadow on your eyelids is to draw and fill in your brows. This is very easy. You can do so using a brow pencil or a brow powder, and then you conceal underneath your brows using a concealer or a foundation, and then you drag down your foundation or your concealer onto your eyelids. When you conceal underneath your eyebrows, you need to drag down your concealer onto your eyelids because it helps create a very smooth base underneath your brows. There are no harsh lines or anything. So the first thing you do is draw and fill in your eyebrows, and then you conceal. And now to prep your eyelids before eyeshadow application, I like to apply my concealer directly onto my beauty sponge and then tap the concealer onto my eyelids. I said tap the concealer onto my eyelids. I don't drag the concealer around. Doing so creates a very smooth base before applying my eyeshadow. There are no harsh lines and my eyes are properly prepped and covered with concealer. And I'll move to the darkest shade. This is also considered the contour shade for your eyelids, and this is what you would usually apply at the outer V area and into your eyes. So that is the outer V area into the inner corners of your eyes, and this is the darkest shade first. So I like to work with the darkest shade first, and then I'll tell you the next thing to do. I don't set my concealer using a setting powder before applying the darkest shade. I like to have my concealer a little bit tacky before applying the darkest shade using tapping motions. And you see the harsh lines around there. That is where we are going to blend next. And now I'll be applying a transition color, and this is what I'll use to blend out the harsh lines, and I'll change my brush for this. So I'll use a warm shade, maybe a yellow or an orange shade, and then I'll focus on the harsh lines only. So I'll use windshield wiper motion, or I'll focus more on where I want to blend. So just like this, if there are any harsh lines around that area, I'm going to focus on that area, or I'll use windshield wiper motion like this. Now I'll be using a lighter shade. This is more of a yellow, and I'll be applying this on top of the first transition color that I did. I'll apply this on top of the first color that I did, and then I'll take it a little bit higher onto my brow bone area. This just helps to create more of a transition, more of a gradient from the yellow to the orange and then to the brown shade. So you just don't want to apply a brown shade and leave it like so. You want to create a gradient. That is what I like to do, and I find it more professional. And then if you find that you lost some of the brown shades you applied before, you can use your brush, the first brush you used, without taking any more product, and then you reapply the darkest shade onto your eyelids. Easy, right? Now I'll move to the shimmer shade. I am not going to cut my crease or anything. Cutting the crease, it means when you use a concealer to create a shape on your eyelids. I am not going to do that. I'm just going to apply my shimmer shades directly onto my eyelids, and I'll be using a very flat brush for this, guys, and then I'll use this to create a cut crease on my eyelids without using concealer. You can go with any shade you want. You can go with gold, you can go with silver. Just make sure you apply a shimmer shade on top of the brown. And then I'm blending out the harsh lines at the outer V area. And then you apply your makeup like you normally would. And after this, I am going to focus on the bottom part of my eyes, and I'll be using a very small and detailed brush to do so, and I'll just apply my contour shade on the bottom part of my eyes only, and then using my blending brush to just lightly blend under my eyes, making sure to look upwards as I do so. This helps blending easier. And to apply mascara, I'll be removing the excess. If you don't remove the excess, the mascara product is just going to transfer to your face and it will ruin your makeup, trust me. And I'll apply at the top and bottom part of my lashes, and then at the inner corner of my eyes, I'll be using a gold shimmer shade to open up my eyes. Here you have it. This is how you can apply any eyeshadow as a beginner. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Leave down your questions, your comments, and subscribe to my channel. See ya!